Violin, this is your instructor Joy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your nice comments, questions, donations, and sharing my videos. Please be encouraged to keep sending me your questions. So today a subscriber is wondering about Ritardando, Accelelando, and how one could get back to the original tempo. Ritardando is the one that you slow down. Sometimes it's written rit or ritardando, or an accelerando is often written as acel, but that means a little faster. It's a little different than rushing. So sometimes one gets really excited, and when the music gets really excited, that calls for it. So, and then there are two ways. Whether it's a ritardando or accelerando, that's sometimes written in the music. Let's say you started with a slow tempo, and then accelerando, and then ritardando, and then it calls back to a tempo, which is a tempo, meaning go back to the original tempo as a beginning. Sometimes there's a just clear tempo change from largo to vivace, which means slow, to very fast, and so on. So that's a little easier to follow when the sheet music is all written out, what kind of tempo and what tempo you should go back to. But what the second one that I'm going to talk about is a little more, it requires your imagination and your understanding of music. Because sometimes we do ritardando or accelerando depending on the mood of the piece or depending on your interpretation of the piece that you do. We don't necessarily play the music exactly as it's written. Sometimes we have to, but often we play a little with the tempo, meaning pushing and pulling to make it a little more interesting. Let's say there's a Czardas by Monti. Of course, in big picture, I am following the music, eighth note, half note, whichever. But also, I am making longer notes even longer, and sometimes fast notes. Some notes faster, some not. Some notes not as fast, to make this rather gypsy kind of tune even more gypsy. It's not so strict, but rather it's very free kind of piece. So this would be a great example of doing that one. In this case, there's a theme or a same melody happening twice. Yeah, and then at the end of this phrase, I slow down at the end of the phrase, which is also often done. At the end of the phrase, we tend to slow down, or at the end of the music to indicate or to warn people that's kind of end of phrase or piece. But then here, but I haven't done it, I'm going back. In this case, after the ritardando, now I'm going back to the first tempo, just like I started. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. But if you want to do a second time, even slower or faster, that's also okay. I'm just giving you a general examples how we would do. Sometimes, let's see. Oh yeah. So they hear. Supposed to be only 2 beats, but I like to hold it a little longer, just tiny bit, maybe not just 2 beats, but 2 beats and quarter beat more, to give a little kind of melting cheese, or let audience wait, because they're like, oh, it's about to come, but then you come a little later, like this. Sorry. So just to give a little extra interesting, little surprise. And I like to wait there because it's similar thing happening at the same time, one after the other. But second time I like to do a little different color by holding this one a little longer, even though it's just eighth note, which is half beat, half beat, half beat, the same. But if I play all the same, it's uninteresting. So I'm gonna play, if I had play as it's written, how it sounds. It's just a bunch of notes, sounds like boring study piece. So yes, do play with a little pushing and pulling. There's no wrong way as long as it's beautiful. So what I like to do is, because this is A, and I started with a, so it's A major scale, A major key. So I'm bringing this one a little more by pulling a little longer. Here I do a little slower because I'm about to change the mood. Again, at the end of phrase, a little ritardando. Then here, but here, even in the music, it's written rallargando, meaning kind of ritardando, slow down. So I bring it even more. I'm sorry. Say even longer. I stay a little longer. Hold it longer. I hold it longer. Ritardando. And then here in the music, tempo change happens. So in this case, we know exactly what tempo to go, which is in this case it's easier. But let's say you didn't have a tempo change and you can do whatever you like. So then maybe go on. Oh yeah? Something like that. So long story short, get a hint, get an idea from the music that's written. Often it says accelerando, ritardando, rallargando. Ritardando, rallargando is also slower. Or stridendo is also getting faster. We use a lot of those. Italian, German, French, all these words. But with the access of internet, you should be able to find out what those means. And then, well, the music theory calls for maybe twice longer, twice faster, or half times faster. Just take it as a guidance, but use your heart. Use your brain, see whatever it's interesting to you, whatever sounds beautiful to you, that's probably a right way to do. Yeah, so I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching and hope to see you again. Bye bye.